Gemini, how you doing? So we're here to do your tarot reading, weekly tarot reading. It is actually March 15th today, so we're going to do a weekly spread for March 15th onward, okay? But when it came down to channeling, there was nothing, guys. And it feels like that was a specific message for you. That it feels like there's just nothing. Because that's all they keep saying is that there's nothing for you or something. It feels like there's nothing for you. I'm not sure why. Because they just won't say something. It feels like someone won't say. Or I think the energy between you and your partner or something is coming up against resistance, because it feels like, well, there's just nothing, but there is. It feels like that someone is so dedicated towards being a mum or being something, but there also seems to be like an energy of where they just keep saying nothing. There just seems to be nothing. There seems to be nothing. Like there's a point to it, but there just doesn't seem to be a point. I just really can't connect with your energy at the moment, Gemini. I think that is the specific message of what they're saying, that someone just can't seem to connect with your energy. They can't seem to engage. There's also saying an engagement for some of you, okay, but also like I can't seem to engage on your energy, like physically know where you're at thoughts and feelings wise, because it feels like you're distracted. You're distracted in certain manners that the other party is trying to get your attention and awareness to something, but it feels like that, well, you're just so distracted at the moment that I'm trying to tell you something, but I'm not sure if I can. It feels a little like Leo energy, maybe, but it feels like, because I don't feel like I have the courage in order to talk to you when you are distracted. That's what they're saying, because it's something about that there's nothing. Okay, so I don't think that there's physically nothing there. Okay. They're also saying that some of you could have lost someone, and it feels like that there's, I don't know, this is a strange message to try and start channeling from nothing. Okay, it feels like, well, if there's nothing and then there's something, well, at least there's something to look forward to, but at the moment there just seems to be nothing. Some of you are looking for a job or some more kind of like revenue in order to build your pot, okay, and that there seems to be like a lack of something, but in order to get to here, you're concentrating so much, and I think that that's where this rift of energy is coming from, of where I'm getting lost, where it seems to be a distraction, because you are so dedicated towards certain aspects of your life here, okay, and then when we get to here, the person in the middle here is kind of like thinking, well, I can't compete with some of you. I don't know, because I'm seeing 3, okay, but 3 does not mean another person. It can mean anybody, okay, but it can also mean study and something. But they're saying that between this timeline here, I can't compete with this energy, because it feels like you're so distracted concentrating on it that the other party feels like you don't have time for a relationship, and you don't have time, because it feels like time is running out and time is running short, but it's not. So it feels like, well, there's certain people in my life I don't have time for, and that I can't deal with all that at the moment, because I have got this thing that I'm so that I'm really concentrated on, okay, and because I am, that's taking up the majority of my time, and that I can't dedicate all myself to the relationship, and I can't dedicate myself of being a mum or a general person, okay, and because I can't, it feels like someone's like, well, you know, when can I then say something, or when can I do something? Because it feels like someone on the other party is like feeling like they need to ask permission for something, but I don't mean like ask you permission, I just mean like they feel like there has to be some kind of transmission. They're also saying transmission. So something sort of like radio, maybe driving, maybe, but transmission. There needs to be some more transmission, or going into oh, okay. I'm hearing so some of you possibly that could have had, I have to say, these cancer, okay, because there's something to do with like mission or transmission, okay, and I'm going into like a stages. I'm going through some kind of like stages. For some of you it would be this. Some of you it's like performance art and things like that, okay, because they're also saying that for some of you. Here we go. So some of you, they're saying transmission, okay, which I think they would call that, because I'm hearing like stages. So I'm not sure if it's, but that's what they're saying, transmission. But also a mission for some of you, like you're on such a mission, but some of this is relating to like the homeless and like support workers and support teams and things of people where it's like, because there's something here around energy of like moving out or trying to find another substance of, like, it could be a place to work or a building or a move, okay? And because of that, I'm not sure if I'm picking up on your energy or the other person. And it's like, well, because of this, you know, we need to look into, because it keeps saying like a mission, okay, which is obviously like a place of to get support workers and things like that in order to find a home, okay. So they're saying something around those lines of about trying to find something else that you individually as Gemini probably have this itch where you just feel like there's something else that you're missing, okay, that you're missing. But because you're concentrated on this, I think the other party thinks, well, is this more important than the relationship, or is this more important than anything else that's going on in your life? Well, you know, I mean, that's relationships, right? You know, because it feels like, well, are you going to give all of this up for me? And it feels like, well, I don't want to give all of this up for a relationship. I've got my life and I've got things that I'm doing, so that's taking and requiring most of my attention. Some of you, it could be kids and things like that, okay, that you've got. That this specific energy is requiring a lot more of your attention than focus than another. And I think that it's going to be a lesson for you too, but I think it's more on the other side of a lesson that is coming across as a more of a potent lesson for somebody, okay? That, because they're also saying like interference, it feels like there's some kind of like transmission interference, like someone's interfering. Okay, now for some of you that's work, and some of you that's a physical person, that someone just seems to be interfering quite a lot, okay? Feeling quite a lot. I'm interfering quite a lot. So someone is into their fields and someone's into their field of work, okay? Feelings and fields of work. So fields of gold also, I'm hearing sting, fields of gold. But I'm also hearing tears in heaven, tears in heaven. Some of you could have physically, wow. Yeah, spidey sense is kicking in. Some of you physically could have lost somebody, and it's tears of heaven, okay? Because I'm hearing also wet, 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 which was got up in your wishing well of thoughts inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. Take your thoughts and promises and make them last. I think there's something to do with like making it last. It's like, well, I just need to keep making this last. It's like putting something on the back burner. It feels like, well, the other party feels, okay, here we go. The other party feels like they're last, okay? It feels like a race. It's like, I feel last compared to, nothing compares to you. I feel lost, okay? Heather, stop listening to that music. I feel lost, okay, without you. And then there's an energy of, because I'm so focused on my fields of work and stuff like that, okay? And that I feel like I'm last. So what is it that you're going to put first? Are you going to put all of these things first ahead of me? But that's why I'm coming across that it's someone else or other people that are pointing the finger at you to make the decisions, and you're thinking, look, I've got so much to do, I can't make all the decisions, I've got A, B, C, D and E to do. I'm also picking up an analyst as well, something to do with like researching like blood groups and blood work. Okay, some of this could be to do with the coronavirus. I know it's very present where I'm living at the moment, okay? But I'm picking up, some of you are physically analysts and you're looking to like A, B, C. Some of this is to do with A, B, C. It's the easy as 1, 2, 3, children and stuff like that. Or you're looking into things to do with like alphabetical, putting things in alphabetical order. Some of you, this is like law and order, and it's like alphabetical order, things that are analysed, and you're going over certain things, could be paperwork and stuff, and that you're putting things in order. So like categorising things, making sure that you've got certain, they're also picking up like tags and things like that, okay, like possible like tags for like suitcases and things like that. It could be anything, I'm not really sure, because they are saying tags, and they're also saying like what I'm searching for is taglines, okay, but something to do with like, I'm seeing like this, you know those things that you put on a suitcase and it's like a white piece and then it's got a tag, okay, and I can see people tying it onto the suitcase in order to go on a trip, okay. For some of you probably do this at work, but I keep picking up like labeling something's being labelled, oh god, labour. Someone's in labour. Someone could well be in labour now, they're saying. Someone could be in labour. I'm also picking up Labour Day, okay? But someone could also be in labour and they're going through this. Listen, I'm pregnant and I cannot deal with anything else other than realising that I'm pregnant, okay? And not going to be labelled. There's for some of you, because they're saying Labour Day and then Labour. When's Labour Day? And people are saying, oh, when's Labour Day? And you're like, oh, well, it's soon, right? Because I think that you feel that it's coming, that something is coming, okay? But also like ticket items for some of you, where you are physically like going somewhere for your holidays or something, and you're putting like these labels on suitcases and stuff like that, and you're packing everything up. It's why I'm picking up that someone is moving, or they're going on a holiday, and they're packing all their stuff up, and they are like on their travel, okay? So that's either to come to see you, leave you, go towards you, it's you or someone, okay? But they are physical messages that are just starting to come through, where I thought, well, there's nothing. Well, there's obviously nothing now, right, Gemini? So what we are going to do is, okay, we're going to look into your weekly reading. So from the 15th. So we'll look into two aspects. We'll look at you, and we'll look at this other energy here, okay? Try and separate it down. So look, show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini, please, from the 15th of March. Thank you, Spirit. Leo's in the house. We love for family. I've got so much love for my family. That's all I'm worried about. Nobody else but my love interest, my partner, and my family. I also want to go a place in the sun. There's somewhere that I want to go and visit, because it feels like visitational rights and stuff like that. Some of you now, they're saying it's visitational rights to go and see, have the rights to go and see your family that you haven't seen for a long time, and you're physically thinking about going to travel to see your sister. That's what they're saying. I'm going to go and see my sister, and she doesn't live with me, but I'm going to go and see her. Okay, that's for some of you, because that's what they're saying, sister. Okay. So I'm going to go and visit them, because it feels like, well, I'm going to go and visit. There's visitational rights for some of you as well that want to go and see your family because you are miles apart. And that's the packing things up and going to see. But whatever happens, it's coming from the energy of the sun of Leo. So it's ending something. It's beginning as it's kind of like burning stuff away in order to regrow it. So there's a fresh new start that is going to begin for you, Gemini, from the 15th, okay? To do with your family. There's going to be more healing to do, obviously, okay, but there are going to be things that you would need to look at and keep a close eye on within the family. That's also what they're saying. Keep a close eye on something in the family, okay, because someone is kind of like, well, you've got the energy of Leo, okay, but again, it's coming from this side first. So you can pick your sides, but it seems like pick sides. It's like, well, I'm picking sides. It's like, well, I'm picking sides. And that's why I'm picking this up as kind of a 3. That there is a Leo that's caught in between two kids or two family members here. There's a Leo that's caught between, well, look, I want your attention, and if I don't get it, I'm just trying to pull you towards me in order for you to come. So if it's like, well, will you come over to me? You know, some of it's like, come over to my place and stay. Come on over to my place. Some of you it's not, and it's like, I just want you to come to me. Why do I have to always come to you? Some of you, if you're in a relationship, this is because you're living together and you're in a distance in a family home or something, okay? And it's like, well, I just want you to physically like come over to me and do a bit of that, right? But then the other person is kind of like, no, I just can't. It's just like, I want you to come to me. It's like, no, you come to me. It's like, no, come to me. Gemini, really? Are you turned into to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, which was that, I forget what they were called, not Dick and Dom, what were they called, something, I don't know, not even Laurel and Hardy, I don't know, to me, to you, to me, to you, but to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, they're saying, to me, to you. So to me, to you, some of this is vows for some of you if you are getting married and stuff like that, or there's a wedding planner in there. You might be a wedding planner, thank you. Some of you could be a wedding planner, and you are doing that, and you're putting on these little white labels around glasses and things like that, and you're like, ooh, we're getting married. And I think Sid and Dave and Sydney can actually sit there. It could be Sydney, Australia, okay, and it's like, okay, well, Sydney can sit there, okay, and then Dave can sit there, and then we're going to have all these people here, and we're going to put this white label on and say, okay, well, I think that some of you are going over who is compatible with who. Okay, because it's like matchmaking. They also say matchmaking. So you could be match made, a match made in heaven. Some of you are match made in heaven with this person. Okay, because I'm picking up tears in heaven, match made in heaven. Some of you are like matchmaking in heaven. Matchmaking. Okay, now I don't know if you've been watching the talk show that I've got been doing with Twin Flame kind of like stuff, but I don't know if you also see the one to do with Scorpio, where I said toilet roll, toilet what? Why on earth am I channeling bug roll, toilet roll? Okay, I didn't realise that there was a toilet roll actually on my bed when it turned around, the camera was the other way. And then I realised that people were arguing over toilet roll, okay, and that was what I channeled on one reading. And it ends up that because of the coronavirus, all of a sudden on Facebook and everybody starts to go and buy loads of toilet roll. I wondered why I channeled that reading, channeled that message. Toilet roll? Why did you just come out with toilet roll? Okay, I'm also picking up rolling, Rolls Royce, also I'm thinking Roy or Raya, something to do with like Raya or Maya. The funeral pyre, they're also saying, come on baby, light my fire. Funeral pyre, they're also saying a funeral pyre. Some of you could be into decorating and, well, you could work in the morgue, that's what they're saying. They're also saying morgue or Morgana, but morgue, I'm also, because I'm hearing morgue, okay, Morgan Freeman, and someone was released from prison maybe for some while. These channel messages are coming through for a lot of you now. Some of it's to do with that. Some of this is to do with that you label, because I'm picking up someone's foot. I'm picking up someone's foot. Also foot in mouth, that someone's saying, oh, you'll put your foot in your mouth, you'll put your foot in your mouth and you'll eat your words, mark my words, you'll eat your words. Something to do with like, someone could be leaving and you're thinking, well, you know, mark my words, you'll eat your words, because if you try to avoid this, you can't. What are you doing? Playing a game and you're going backwards and forwards. It's like, you know, it's not kiss chase. You know, you can't like get my attention by trying to pull me towards you, because you can't force me to do that. This is really coming out now, Gemini. Okay, you can't force me now in order to do all this kind of stuff, because it feels like push and pull and push and pull. But I am picking up this morgue and it's some kind of like foot, okay? Some of you, it's coming across as foot in mouth. It's like, well, you will put your foot in your mouth, won't you? You know, why is it? Some people are arguing within the family, man. How did you get this from the son? Right? You're probably getting it from your son. If you have a son, it's probably a bit like that. It's a bit like, well, if you're not going to do this for me then around the house, then I'm just going to get your attention by doing something that's going to pull you towards me in order for you to do it. It's like, well, I want you to do it, but also I'm not going to play no silly little games with you either. You know, I've got so much to do. I can't, you know, they're saying that. Through the sun. Through the sun. I think for some of you it is physically your son that you're having a little bit of an altercation with. Okay? But I'm also picking up like this morgue and this foot for some reason, like this label, and it's going on someone's foot, and it's like, because I mean the sun burns, okay? And it's something to do with like that some people do this, and you know when they put body, oh god, what on earth am I going into this for? But they put a body and then they kind of like put it into a crematorium, something to do with a crematorium, or someone like does all that, like designing. I was just saying design something of your own. Wow, I mean this is that person. So well, I don't know. This is why I'm finding it difficult to do that, because we channel messages for a start. Okay, so let's show me the other person. Show me the other person connected to Gemini, please. Show me the other person that's connected to Gemini within this timeline. Show me the other person. So the other person, see, moving. The other person, fire sign, Leo, or more than likely, or Aries, or whoever, but feels like moving towards here to make this decision. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so communicating really with one another through the family about someone trying to get your attention by doing something, by remaining stuck. Meaning like, well, I'm stuck with you, I love you, we're here as a family, and this is what we do, and this is the way that we coexist. But in order for me to get your attention, okay, I'm gonna do this, which is move in order to make the relationship probably better, or the energy more, give the energy more space and time, okay? But 6 is still headed towards 2, okay? So it feels like, well, I'm gonna have to make this decision soon. So what are we gonna do while we're here? Do you want to go out on a date? Do you want to have some time together? Okay, but it feels like someone seeks this attention by doing something that you would know of, okay? And they do it because they like the attention. They like that attention from you. But because it feels like a little bit like chasing and running, because you're not giving them the full required amount of attention, they do something with you because you do something that says, you do something to me. Okay, you do something to me deep inside. So Paul Weller's now coming out. Okay, pool. I'm also picking up pool, like something to do with swimming, a swimming pool or a swimming instructor or something like that. Okay, it could be this person. But again, this person is going that way. It feels like, well, you know, I will get your attention one way or the other because we're here. You know, if you have children, right, this is what's going on in their life, and this is where this can get deep. Because if you've got kids, this is relating to what your kids are going through. So this side, your kids are trying to communicate with their person about moving, okay? Because the two is standing at a decision about, you know, an engagement. Also, some of you, like, this is in the family, and your person is getting engaged, and they're looking for this kind of stuff because, well, they're getting the attention from their person, whoever it is. It feels like not just desserts kind of like stuff, but it feels like, well, I'm getting the attention that I require in my relationship. Thank you, Spirit. Your kids, if you've got kids, okay, so keep an open mind. They're saying, if you're having any altercation with them, they're saying, because I have my relationship, I've got the attention that I need. It feels like if these kids are older, it feels like, look, just let me go, okay? I'm all right. I'm okay that I have someone in my life, and I don't always need you in order to do it too. And for some of you, you might be taking that as a little bit personally, okay? But it's not. It's coming across that the other person is saying that, you know, I'm either going to move in, move out, or even if I'm here with my partner, and I'm getting all of that kind of like nurturing feeling that you would get from a mother at an early stage, okay? And then when obviously the children get older, sometimes it's very difficult for the family woman or man to let go of the kids, because that's why they always say spread your wings and fly free and let them fly the coop, okay? So it's something to do with like chicken coop as well. I don't know why they're saying chicken coop. Chicken coop. Chicken soup. Chicken soup. Someone could be a chef or something like that, or like they do food, something to do with food marketing. But again, they're okay in their relationship, and that's why there's a little bit of resistance of like, well, do you want me to do all that for you? And it's like, oh, well, you can do, Mum, you know, but you know, if not, it's okay because I have my partner who'll do it. So yeah, that's what's happening with your kids. Sorry, but you know that is also. So let's see, Gemini. So show me this side. This side. Oh, you see, defensive. Defensive. Someone starts to put up this wall and defence of like causing an argument if they can't get your attention. Okay, so I'm sorry, Gemini, but you're gonna have to pick sides because I'm not a go-between. I just read cards. Okay, so you know people have got their own dramas, right, Gemini? But again, because of work, 5 wands. Because of work and because of everything else, I'm at work. But it feels like, well, you know, where's the space? Where's the go-between? It feels like families are like trying to come between one another and start this row, start this argument, because someone's getting the attention. It feels like, well, if your kids are going to require all of your attention, if you're in a relationship, okay, and you're like, okay, I'm dedicated to being a mum. That's me, I'm a mum, and that's all I want, okay, or the home, or that's it, I'm just a homebody. That could be the body part, okay, I'm just a homebody, okay, or your surname could be body or something, okay, but, oh, sorry, I just got a message. Sorry, Gemini. But I'm a homebody. Again, I'm a homebody. And then this person is kind of like, well, you know, just come away from the kids for a little bit. And it's like, no. And that's resistance between you and your relationship if you're in one, okay? Your kids are going through this because they're in a relationship and they're saying that that's all right. But the partner that you're with is going in between you, either you and your mum or your dad, or you and your partner, okay? There's some kind of, they're saying a definite go-between. Well, I have to go between family. I have to go between these people. And constantly, every time we talk, we argue anyway. So, you know, I can't compare, nothing compares to your kids or nothing compares to me. So where's my attention? Okay, so for some of you. But we will, because you've got like a lot of action. It seems to be that there's a lot of action because you've got 5, 6 and 2, okay, which is 11, 12, 13, which is 4 again. So that's all stuff that's happening at home within the 4 of Wands, the twin flame relationships. Please make sure that you watch the twin flame talk show, where we're going to also get other people to talk if you want to, via camera, via YouTube, but also going over loads of different stuff. But it's free talk pretty much. But again, it feels like that this person has to make this decision, and it feels like that they won't, but they are. Because it could be that they're just waiting for something, you know, they're waiting to know what to do. But meanwhile, before I have anything else that's coming up, I have to like get your attention somehow. Some of you, this is a game that someone comes across as if they're playing. Like, well, what can I do to get your attention? So I'll try A. That didn't work. So I'll try B. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'll try D, C, D, E, F, and I'll try all of those. Trial. They're also saying a trial of court, something to do with like a trial or a trail. Also, for some of you, it's a court trial. For some of you, it's a trail. It feels like a trail of breadcrumbs. It feels like someone's leaving these breadcrumbs for you in order, oh dear, because I'm picking up this oven. Why on earth am I picking up the Hansel and Gretel? Some of you, like, you'll do kids' story stuff or whatnot, but I'm picking up Hansel and Gretel. Like, because I'm picking up this oven and I'm picking up that this person's leaving breadcrumbs in order to, like, God knows, I don't really know what's being put in an oven. Or a bun in the oven. It could be that, right, for some of you. But I am picking up this game that someone's playing that's younger, okay, that's younger. And it's coming across from different aspects of different people and what they're thinking. But generally, it seems to be like there's a trail of breadcrumbs that someone leaves. It's kind of like, and they probably use food as a tactic in order to get one's attention. Meaning, okay, you know, do you want me to cook? Yeah, sure, I'll have all that. Thanks, or I'm busy with my relationship. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll just cook all that for you then. Okay. But it feels like someone uses food as a tactic in order to get back into someone's good graces. I'm also picking up grace and then grace, but to come back into someone's good graces, it's like, well, I can use some kind of tactic, and one of those is food, right? But if it isn't food, it feels like, well, I'll just leave some kind of like trail of breadcrumbs and just try to get you to follow it to get your attention away from drama that's happening. But someone could be just so full of drama, because I'm picking up like either an acting drama or something like that, or like to get someone away from the drama, we just need to get out and get away. It's coming across as two aspects of the reading, really, guys. Okay, so one more card for this side of Gemini. That one is what they want, you see. They want some good time. Me love you long time. Me, what? Oh, that's a film, right? What is that called? Wow, I can't remember. It's a long time war film, right? But yeah, this person wants to keep going because your timeline here is starting again. Whatever this is, your timeline is starting again. Sorry if I look ill, but I really don't feel that great, to be honest. So, and I've actually asked this, okay? I've asked this, and I actually don't ask it many questions, but I asked it if I was going to catch the coronavirus, and it said yes, okay? And I said, am I going to be okay, though, through it, and am I going to survive? And it said yes. but yeah, I thought I would ask that for something for myself. But it's a bit weird, Steve. Why on earth would you do that? Why not when you're a medium, right? But in order to get your attention, someone wants some sex, some loving. They just want some care and attention and affection, some loving. They just want that. Okay, they want the family thing. They want the love thing. They want a bit of passion put back into the relationship. They want to spend some time with you. But this person here, could be you, wants to spend time as a homebody at home, okay, dealing with, well, I don't think you're alone. I think that you've got so much on here to deal with kids and stuff that this person wants your attention and they want you to love on them. It feels like, well, who are you loving on? Who loves you and who do you love? Do you want to be with me? Because I want to be with you. But do you want to be with your family more than what you want to be me? You know, because I want to be with you all, because they're saying I want to be with you all the time. So some of you, this is a physical relationship that you're in, okay, and it's like, well, I want to be with you all the time. And that's what's causing some of the arguments, okay? So instead of me going too far into the reading, we're going to go on to the other side, okay, guys? It's still literally $5. You have access to your monthlies and the weeklies and stuff like that. Every reading I do just goes straight to Patron. I have to try and earn some kind of like money. So. So I would appreciate any help that you can support with the channel. I really would appreciate it. It's difficult for me to find any tags because there's so many readings out there called Gemini, or weekly reading, or monthly reading, or March, April, May, even 2020. There are hundreds and thousands of people that have been doing and are still doing tarot card readings. And before the algorithm hit, people got into their like flow with everything. Me, all of a sudden, the algorithm hit. I hadn't quite hit my deadline, and then it's got worse and not better. It's got worse. It really hasn't got any better. It hasn't, and that's really because the algorithm. Okay. So I don't know what to do with tarot card readings in order to get that out, because it'll probably stay there for a day and then it'll go right down at the bottom and no one will ever find it. That's the difficulty of YouTube. Okay, so you need support off other channels with larger supports groups that can also hopefully give you a shout out and pass some subscribers on. Hopefully, because they're just messages, you know, and I don't like other people not getting their messages when they are, because you have a gift. And you have this itch and this urge to think, I just want people to get their messages, because that's why I'm doing it, really, as well. Okay, but you know about equality, right, Gemini? But anyway, if you want the rest of the reading, you can find it in the Show More section, along with personal reading, email, Skype call, any other piece of multimedia that I own, and also the link to Patron if you want to join. Link to it is $5. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll catch you on the other side. We'll look into thoughts and feelings and stuff as well, see what's going to go on. All right, guys, thanks very much. Catch you again soon.